Welcome to the Word on Fearless Networking. I'm Ken P. Marsh, your host. This is where we combine biblical principles and fearless networking principles to help you with your new business development, your job, career search, your personal and professional development. Guess what? We do all of that through fearless and Christian networking. Our biblical principle for today comes from Romans 12:10. Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. And our fearless networking principle is fearless networkers. They listen for specific needs, issues, and wants where their network associates may be able to help. They then tie the service and product to someone in their network that can resolve the needs, issues, concerns, and wants. So before they do this, they do this before they jump into their spiel or their 30-second elevator pitch. So folks, that's the way to do it. You honor each other above yourself and concentrate on helping or contributing to the other person first. And they're going to turn around and say, how can I help you? And that's when you start talking about what you are doing and then offering your services to them. And I'm delighted to have a guest here that's a friend of mine, and he's a go-giver extraordinaire. He loves giving back. He loves working with veterans. He's a veteran himself. He's also, his name is Joe Foley. He's director of Leading Edge Medical and a distributor of Silent Night, and we'll talk about both of those in a moment. But Joe, I want to start off and talk about this fearless networking principle and the theme today, and ask you how has it assisted you in your business at Leading Edge Medical, where you start working with people and looking out for their needs first.
Well, I think when the phone starts ringing, you know, when you get out there and interface with the other people, other professionals, and help them out, eventually it's going to come back, and that's when the phone rings. I'm one of those people that I hate cold calling, knocking on doors, and nowadays it's kind of expensive to do that.
Right.
You can't always afford to be out running around doing that. And so if you establish relationships, and some of the stuff that I've done with business development for people,
right,
it's about establishing relationships.
Absolutely.
And if you really like people, it's like the Romans,
right,
that if you care about people and you want to help them just for the sake of helping them, that eventually some of that's going to come back to you.
And I know you're a person that really believes in that. We actually are associated in several organizations. I know you're big in the West Houston Chamber of Commerce, and I know that you love giving back, and we're going to find out about Leading Edge Medical in a moment. I just wanted to praise you because you're that type of guy, Joe. In fact, I call you Kind Joe. I'll take up the other type of Joe. And you really do really want to give back to the community, and I know you're passionate about that. So can you tell us, our listeners, about Leading Edge Medical? What are 3 to 4 services that you provide?
Sure. Leading Edge Medical is a small, not mom and pop, but father and son company that my son and I put together 7 or 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And we've done some medical marketing around town, Women's Imaging Center, local compounding pharmacy. But you know, eventually you run into some products that you think people might be interested in. So that's where Silent Night came in, and also we've got some other products as well. But I also, since my background is radiology, I also do continuing education programs for radiologic technologists, so they can maintain their licensure. So it's a little bit diverse, but that's what makes.
But they're all related to the medical field, and I know you've been doing those radiology workshops, and people are seeking you out for that because you do such a really good job. What does Leading Edge Medical, what do they do differently? How do you see yourself different from the competition? What is your unique value proposition that you bring?
Well, I think we developed out of necessity. You know, I was actually in between jobs, and a friend of mine called me and asked me to do some marketing, which I enjoy doing a lot, and so we kind of came from there. But we're small, and we give people a personal touch. And I've told you this before. Whenever I meet anybody, they have to walk away with something. I don't care what it is. If it's a new website I found or an application I think they might be interested in, they're going to walk away with something. And that's the way it goes with Leading Edge Medical, that if they're interested in the products we might be doing, or my son and I have been doing a medical mixer once a month for the last 6 years, and we've helped a lot of people there. We've helped people get jobs. We've helped people find employees.
Wow.
And made a lot of friends. And so that's
all about building relationships.
Relationships, that's what it's all about.
And that's the way to do it. And I love the fact that you mentioned that they're going to leave with something, and you seek to help them in some way. And I've been talking about this on the show for so long. I'm just so delighted to hear someone that actually lives that. That's really exciting.
Brilliant minds work alike.
Well, I hope so. What is either a favorite Bible verse or a favorite inspirational saying that you can share with our listeners and tell us why it's your favorite?
Well, this may be a little more colorful than usual, but we call ourselves Leading Edge Medical, and our theme is if you're not the lead dog, the view never changes.
Oh, wow, yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And
that's a good motivation to say.
We like to find out the best ways to help people, and as it turns out, just establishing relationships, no matter what you're doing,
right.
It's definitely going to help.
Well, you're saying the right thing. I'm not going to be paying you for saying this, but you're right on cue with what we'll talk about here on the Word on Fearless Networking. Well, tell our listeners about that product that you're offering, Silent Night. I understand it's an air purifier, and what are 3 or 4 benefits that would accrue to someone that purchases that? And then I would even like you to tell me how people would even get it from you or even want to sell it. So tell us about Silent Night.
Sure. Actually, it's some very smart people have been working on this product for about 10 years. A lot of people have air purifiers. Most of the ones you find in the market are HEPA filter, and they usually have a fan, so they tend to be kind of noisy. This particular technology is about half the price of a HEPA filter system, requires very little electricity, about 14 cents a day on average, and it's silent, so most people are going to put it next to their bed, and so basically, the third of your life that you spend in bed sleeping, you're going to be breathing pure air. And most people don't realize, I could set up a particulate counter in this room, and you'd probably be surprised how many particulates we're breathing as we're sitting here.
Oh, yeah.
And when we do a demo, we check the particulates, and then we turn on the Silent Night and watch the particulates drop down to 0. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
And so this would help people who have allergies and what else?
Allergies especially. People that just want to be healthier.
Right.
And just having an idea of what's floating around in the air. Dust, skin particles, those little dust bunnies you see on the floor, sometimes they're usually human skin.
Wow.
That we've slept off on a pretty regular basis. And so we just want to make the environment that people live in. This thing like weighs 6 pounds, so if you want to take it to your office or when you're recording and just set it up next to you, it wouldn't interfere with your recording in the studio.
It's silent. That's why they call it Silent Night.
Exactly.
Well, how would people get this from you? I'll find out in a moment how people can contact you with Leading Edge Medical Services. I guess when they go to your website, they can find out about that, and if they're interested in even selling the product, they can do that too, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm in the process of looking for people now that would act as independent reps to actually sell this.
Okay, good.
And the commission structure on this product is so good that a lot of people are just going to want to, add to their income, or there's unfortunately a lot of folks out there that are between jobs or underemployed, that they can actually take this and bring it into assisted living facilities and nursing homes and places like that. Wow. Where people may be in bed a lot and breathing may be compromised.
And with the aging of the population, we have a lot of assisted living facilities, and so it seemed like it would probably be simple to sell. I don't know whether it would be easy, but it sounds like it even would be, because people, once you do that demo, they're almost ready to go ahead and take it. And since it's half the cost of most others that are out there, that's a win-win type situation.
Absolutely. And actually, for healthcare facilities, we have another product that's a wheelchair sanitizer, and there's nothing like it on the market. Actually, there's nothing on the market like Silent Night, because it's silent and it doesn't have a fan. The only moving part actually is the on-off switch.
And so you have a wheelchair
sanitizer. It's actually a box with ultraviolet lights in it and other technology that you put the wheelchair in and press a button. 30 seconds later, it's completely sanitized.
Wow. People would probably, I know we have listeners that would probably want to learn more about. Well, how would people learn more about Leading Edge Medical and some of these products that you're talking about?
They can go to our website, which is www.leadingedgemedical, one word, .biz, B-I-Z. leadingedgemedical.biz. Make sure it's .biz, folks. Well, Joe, I really appreciate you being on. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Always. And that leading edge medical and your go-giving attitude, I wish you so much success, and I know it's going to come back to you. You're a good man. Kind Joe.
We'll spread more kindness around.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you. Well, we have some announcements. Our sponsor, GoGo Business Communications, intelligent marketing for a digital world. Just go to gogo-biz.com for all of your printing needs. Print on demand, graphic design, signage, marketing materials, wide format printing. Not everybody does that. Blueprints for construction. Books, they even print your books. I know we have a lot of authors out there. They print my book, or they do a perfect bound soft cover book for me. Safety and training manuals they even do, and they do a beautiful job on those. gogo-biz.com, 713-275-GOGO or 713-275-4646. You get 10% off when mentioning 100.7 FM. New peer advisory B2B referral sharing groups are forming at HoustonBusinessExecutives.com. New B2C as business-to-consumer groups are forming at HoustonLead.com. InHouston.Neem.com has some great networking events all around the Houston area. Uptown Park is one of the largest events once a month that they have. Listen to Everything Networking with Eric Stanley and Mitchell Fromm. Now, Eric Stanley and Mitchell Fromm, you can find out when their show is on and the archives of their show at InHouston.Neem.com. HoustonNetworkingNews.com, a lot of .coms, folks. HoustonNetworkingNews.com has 7 venues around the Houston metro area. So if you're looking to network for a job and build relationships, great places to network. HoustonNetworkingNews.com. Listen to Tough Talk Radio Monday through Friday. Just go to ToughTalkRadioNetwork.com. If you want to be a guest on these shows, contact Tony at ToughTalkRadioNetwork.com. Or if you want to host your own Blog Talk Radio show, mention yours truly, Ken P. Marsh. And there's some books out, Entrepreneurship by Sharon Jenkins. Can you hear me now? The Fine Art of Effective Listening by Olayinka Joseph. Bonnie Carpe, Without Notice, Life Can Change in a Moment. Defeating Debt by Chris Kidd. Whatever You Do, Brand You by Michelle Harden. And Lifted by Dr. Allison and Wally. Through the Eyes of a Daughter, Fathers We Need You. And this is by Felicia S. or Felicia Scott. She's at QueenDreams.com. And you get 30 minutes of free coaching from the Natural Weight Loss Coach. Just mention Ken P. Marsh or 100.7 FM. Go to Facebook.com/The Natural Weight Loss Coach. And Justina Page is up for an award, America's Favorite Author Award. Just go to AmericasFavoriteAuthor.com to vote. Wrap up here with, check us out Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on 100.7 FM, KKHT.com. I'd like to thank our producer, Terry Cannon. Again, I'd like to thank Kind Joe Foley with Leading Edge Medical. God bless you.